Making your first $100,000 could be a long-term objective, right, without including the value of your car. You will be getting closer and closer to this, since this is the point at which you have enough momentum, defense, and attack to relax if something happens. But also enough money to truly ramp up your assets from here and hit $1 million. Before you have $100,000, every $100 or $1,000 increment you can save is massive in terms of spiraling you up the dominance ladder in a big way. When you have $100,000, you have money to invest in your business, money to invest and gain market exposure on, money to earn more savings account interest by investing in long-term bonds. And you are more calm overall if an emergency occurs. Until now, your net worth has grown slowly. It appears that going from $30,000 to $50,000 is more difficult than going from $100,000 to $150,000. The journey to $100,000 looks like this, systematically. Let's follow the steps to getting your first six-figure income. Step 1. Getting your first $1,000. It takes a lot of effort to save your first $1,000. It is extremely tough to save $1,000 when you have a low salary or when your account balance is $0. Get your first $1,000 in liquid savings and start investing. Step 2. How to get your first $5,000, depending on your income and costs. Reaching $5,000 should be quite simple from here. Up until this point, maintain your assets in cash, with no debt. A 9-to-5 job can get you here in a matter of months. Step 3. Getting your $10,000. $10,000 is a little more difficult. But because you are a debt-free individual, you will be able to save this money within the first 6 months of starting a 9-to-5 work. Step 4. Getting your $20,000. It may take up to a year to save $20,000, which is how long it may take you while working a 9-to-5 job. Although this is a significant accomplishment, you still need to keep your assets liquid at this time. If you don't have any debt, you can have a completely funded emergency fund with $20,000 in practically any financial condition. Step 5. Hitting your $30,000. $30,000 can either be used as a more cushioned liquid emergency fund, which is about what you should be doing, or it can be split between cash and investments and pension plan contributions. Step 6. Reaching $40,000. If you have a pretty stable salary, you would start contributing to your pension account with whatever you have. It will significantly increase your net worth. Not only will you receive an employer match, but you will also benefit from market appreciation, a tax write-off, and tax-deferred or tax-free income growth. All of these can significantly increase your net worth. Aim to contribute 10% to 20% of your income to your pension plan in order to get some funds into the market. Step 7. Grabbing your $50,000. At this stage, your options are cash, a $30,000 fully funded emergency fund, $10,000 in your pension plan, and $10,000 in a non-tax advantaged brokerage account that generates dividends. You should have your income and assets at this stage, as well as $300 plus per year in interest income and another $300 plus per year in dividends on your stock portfolio. When you combine all of this with market appreciation in your pension plan account, you've got some passive income streams compounding alongside your active income sources. Step 8. Hitting your $60,000. Similarly, with this method, you may quickly grow from $50,000 to $60,000 with a 15% pension plan contribution and additional interest and market growth on your equities. You can easily reach $14,000 per year on a $60,000 annual income. From here, the cumulative impact begins. Step 9. Catching your $70,000. Your pension plan, investment interest, increased salary each year, dividends, and savings account interest are all starting to pile up at this time. You can also put your dividends and interest into your pension plan at this point to earn further tax breaks and an employer match, which will help you get to $80,000 even faster. With a simple 9-to-5 job, you can go from $0 to $100,000 in 4 years. Step 10. Hitting the $80,000. Keep retching and touching the pension plan and you will surpass this. Step 11. Hitting the $90,000. Now we're almost there. In reality, you have the choice to utilize your pension plan and IRA funds, some of your investments, or cash to put a down payment on a home. Or, you may significantly increase your net worth while continuing to live simply, earning considerably more money from investment growth and dividend interest before taking this action, which is what we would advise. $100,000. The altitude of wealth accumulation. Congratulations! When you reach your first $100,000, which is part of the plan to do in about 18 months, You might consider putting $60,000 in cash, $20,000 in a dividend-paying brokerage account, and another $20,000 or so in your pension plan. From here, if the job appears promising, you might turn to your pension account, maxing it out. This is the objective, and while it may be a pipe dream, it is the well-trodden path to becoming a billionaire through the magic of consistency, market appreciation, debt-free living, and retirement funds. Finally, listen to our last words on why the first $100,000 is so difficult. The reasons why it is difficult to earn the first $100,000 are well explained. A $100,000 net worth is a significant achievement, but it is undoubtedly attainable with sound money management, determination, and self-control. If you enjoy this video, you might consider subscribing for more content like this.